Hello and welcome to TechIden. My name is Shattoki Bhattacharjee. This is the third video in the series of Java programming, and as promised I'll be showing you some real Java code in this tutorial. But before you can start that, we are just one step behind. We are completed with everything. You know the basics of Java, you know how to install a JDK and JRE, but there's just one step. You need something to write your Java code. That's the step we'll be covering in this tutorial, and of course we'll be doing some real code, don't worry about that. And so before we start, you have to know that there are two ways in which you can write your Java code. The first way is you can use an editor, that is, you can use something like Notepad++, Sublime Text. There are many others in the market, you can search online for them, but these two are the most famous and the most used ones. And there's a second way, that is, you can use an IDE, also known as an integrated development environment, such as Eclipse, or then there's NetBeans. But I'd suggest that as you guys are just starting to learn Java, please use something like Notepad++, like an editor, simple editor. These are the code editors. So let's start installing one. I'll install Notepad++. That's for my favorite. So just go to your browser. For me it's Google Chrome. Just type Notepad++ and hit enter. See, you're gonna click on the first link. It's the Notepad++ home link. The main site for Notepad++. It's an open source, so you can download it, no problem. Go to here, it says download. Just download it, click on that, and go down here and click on this installer, nothing else. Don't click on all these options, just click on this installer, and yeah, it will say where you want to save your file. The file as in your installer. I'd select desktop for mine and just click on save. See, it's downloading. It will take some time to download. See, after you're done with the download, see the download icon is right here. It's the installer, so you're going to double click on the installer and this pop-up comes up. Click on yes. After that, please select a language, of course English. Okay, next to continue. Next, of course I agree. You can change your folder where you want to save in Notepad++. I'd not bother with that. Just click on next. Click on next and don't use. Okay, I will create a desktop icon and nothing else. Yeah, it's good. Click on install. See, after the installation is done, just click on finish and your Notepad++ will open. Yeah, it's open. This is your Notepad++. Okay, you are gonna go and do your coding in this. This is some changelog or something. Just close it. There's a new file. This is your new file. So first you're gonna go to language. Go to language here and go down to Java. It's the most basic advantage of Notepad++. You can select your language. What language you want to code in. You just have to select that language, and then you just will save the file. Press Control Alt and S. The CTRL Alt and S together. So this is the pop-up for where you want to save your file. I'll select explore. You can save any, you can use any directory for. I'll save it in my users. I'll be making a new folder. I'd name it TechIden. And inside TechIden I'd make a new folder again, which says something like Java tutorial 3. The first two are without coding, so no problem with that. Just hit enter and I'll save my Java file here. See, now here's the thing. When you're saving a Java file, please start with a capital letter, an uppercase letter, because it's a good programming practice. So I'll name my something like first code. Yeah, seems good. First code, and just hit on save. See, your file is saved, and please start the file with a capital letter because that's important. That's a good programming practice for Java. Please do that. I'd suggest you do that. So now here you've saved your file. You're good to go. So now we'll be starting some real code. So the file is saved. First you have to know that every Java begins with a class. you have to type in class. Class. Everything begins with a class in Java. Everything. And now the important step. Now after you have written class, you have to write your name of your file. For me is first code. You done that, hit enter. This is the first line in every Java code. Every Java code begins with a class and the name of the class. For me, the name is first code. For you, it can be anything. It can be A, B, C, or whatever. You can name it anything. But make sure that it starts with a capital letter, because that's a good practice. And after that, you're gonna put a bracket, a brace, opening and close both. This is called a block in Java. In any programming language, this is a block. A block is something where you write your code. This block is for certain code. You'll learn more about blocks when I go further in my tutorials, so don't worry for now. After you've given this block, you write something in this block. So what will I write? After you see, the main thing in Java, in most other programming languages, the compiler first looks at your main. Main is actually a method. Okay, you don't know what methods are right now, but I'll show you. Just type in this line: public static void main, and after that write string args. Well, you don't know what this is, right? So actually these are called keywords. Public, static, void, main, everything is a keyword. Okay, keywords are basically reserved words in Java or in any programming languages which only the compiler can use and you cannot use. If you use those keywords, you'll get an error, so never use those keywords. Java has got around many keywords with them, just you just can't use them. That's just private for Java. So I'll explain everything. First I'll start with public. Actually, public is your access specifier. Public means this class, this method can be accessed by any of the other class or method. Public, that means public. You'll learn more about public. Static is that this main, we want main to be called first by the compiler, so static is given. When static is given, that particular method is first called by the compiler. You'll learn more about this too. Void is the return type. This method will return nothing. And main is the method, as I told you. Methods are similar to functions if you learned C. So it's same as that, no worries with that. And string args is just the parameter. You can pass a string parameter to your main method. So main will also have a block with it. See, it's a block of main. So this is the first tutorial. Just go with the basics. So I'll just show you how to print something on screen. It's really simple. I know it's stupid, but please, this is the first tutorial. You have to learn something very basic, or else you'll just say bad things with me. So just print something like welcome to the cave of programming. Wow, sounds good. So hit a semicolon. Yes, every line has to be a semicolon. No, except the blocks. The blocks just don't have a semicolon. Except that every line has to end with a semicolon. After you're done with that, just save this file. Press your Ctrl and S together. You can also save from here by clicking on File and click on Save. After you have saved your file, open your CMD, that is your command prompt. Open your command prompt and go to the location where your file is saved. For me, it's something here. It's in this folder, and I want to change it to Tekiden. And TECH, I miss the E every time, I don't know why. And CD Tekiden, and in Tekiden I'll go to Java tutorial 3. I'll change my directory to Java. Why did I name it so large to type everything? Tutorial 3. Okay, now we are here where the Java file is saved. Now what we'll do, now you can execute, you're gonna run your Java code. Just not run, we are not to the run part yet. This is called in compilation part. Now we'll do the compilation part in Java. We'll just compile the code. We're not doing anything else. The computer won't understand this code, we will not understand this code. You have read my first tutorial, right? Just go through my first tutorial if you're not clear with this step. Just type in JAVAC, that is Java C, meant Java compiler. Name the file which you have saved your Java, like for me it's first code .java. See, first listen this. See, I'm typing JAVAC. The reason for this, you need to remember that when you're installing a JDK and JR, you have gone through a step where you have to set your environment variables. You have to copy your file, your path of the bin, and you're gonna copy and paste it in your environment variables. If you have skipped that step, you have to type in the whole this executable files location every time you're going to compile the Java file. So we can avoid that hustle, and we can just type JAVAC, and my computer knows that it's an executable file and it's already saved in the environment variables. So hit enter, and after you're hitting enter, here's the thing. If I go to where my file is saved, here, yeah, see, class file is generated. First code, you've just saved this one, this first code.java, but this class file is generated because we are compiling our Java code. After this class file is generated, you can take this class file, you can go to any other operating system provided that it has a JVM, and you can run that file. But right now I'll run my system. Just type JAVA Java first code and hit enter. See, so yeah, it has print. See, it has print. You're welcome to the cave of programming. So you have successfully run your first Java code. That's good, right? So that's all for the tutorial. If you have any doubts, I don't think you'll have, but if you have, please let me know in my comments. And if you like my video, please press on the red button down which says YouTube, and I'll be very happy for that. Thanks.